We should be live. Let's see. I don't know if anyone's here yet. I know I was late as fuck, y'all. My bagel. I wish I had a bagel.
Oh, it's
But
okay.
yeah.
One of those
Yeah, no,
days, I
like I
guess.
was, it is. It's been one of those few weeks, honestly. But here we are. Plus, I decided at the last minute, oh, I'm going to switch and do Restream Live. I just like Restream because it's just easier to navigate. I don't know what it is. But yes. All right, so this is Tasty Talks Live.
Used to be easy.
Um, I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said there was easy to get on, just signed on, just got me right in. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's good. Good. Yes. So this is Restream. I'm so late to the no, you're Russell Faith girl, you're right on time. I was late.
You're just in time.
You
Yeah.
were just in time. I was late. I was the late
We're just
one. I'll take that. I've been
we're just
just
getting started.
we are just
It's
getting
okay.
started. I feel like I'm still kind of waking up actually. I'm
Mhm.
just like I said, like I was telling Lena, like between moving, I am now in a new house. It is a two-story house. So now there's stairs involved. So now I have to, instead of like
Oh,
making a beeline, just go, woo, 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 it's like there's stairs
well
involved. I don't
done.
want to bust my ass going up the stairs. So safety first. And everything is still kind of up in the air, like as far as not being unpacked. Oh, thank you. Loving the new room. I appreciate. Thank you. Yeah, it's a tight fit, but we here. I got my plant over here in the
Yep.
corner. You can't see her, but she over here. Yeah, thank you. And then I tried to do like a virtual background, but wasn't quite working. But anyways,
Yeah.
welcome to Tasty Talks Live. As a matter of fact, this is why I like using Restream. So,
Mhm.
Tasty Talks Live. Today, I'm actually kind of doing some different things. I've been thinking, and with everything that just reduce stress. You know, I know, Lena, we're going to get to you with your story and your journey through breast cancer, and so you can probably speak to that when it comes to just mitigating stress, you know? Stress is one of those things.
Yep.
It's sometimes it's foundational. It's like one of the things that can kickstart certain illnesses. I don't know if that's true with cancer, but it can kickstart certain illnesses and things of that, even like mental health issues and things of that nature. So yeah, just with me trying to reduce my workload and stress and keep focused and keep my sanity while I am juggling all of the things. Um, and with the new year coming up, 2026, just kind of try some new things,
Yep.
try different things. So yeah, as you guys can see, I am with the lovely Lina Dow. She is an author. She is a um, wrestling fan. That's how her and I connected. And through Culture Clash Network, she's a huge supporter of the network and the shows. And it is my privilege to be interviewing her. Um, I wish I kind of had my shit more together. coming into this because she deserves that. So, Lita, please accept my humblest apologies for not being absolutely perfect for you on your for this interview. Um, yeah. So,
Oh my God, you're great.
thank you. I don't know. I guess I, in my weird way, try. But I know that you are a author. You have one book coming out. Um, so is this book, it's surviving, is it, please correct me if I'm wrong, it's surviving breast cancer, right? Is that or the journey, or I don't, how, let me
Journey.
see. The journey, okay.
Yeah, journey.
I can just
It's
click on
okay.
your journey through breast
Journey
cancer.
through breast cancer.
Okay, yes, I see that now
Yes.
as I'm looking at your profile on X. So, and then you do have other books too, which I actually have. Well, I have your. Let's see. I have your other links, your other, to your website and whatnot. I can probably just click on your website, Lina Dow.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like you have Poetry of
Yes.
Love and Waves of Love. And
Mm-hmm. Yes.
those are your previous, yes, those are your previous books. I'm gonna actually put them up on the screen here.
Yes.
Those are
Mm-hmm.
your previous books,
That was the
and
first
then you're
one,
gonna
and then the
be,
other one. Yes.
which one was the first one?
Poetry of Love, the first one.
Poetry of Love was the first one. Okay. So with Journey Through Breast Cancer, um, is this a shift from your normal books? It looks like these are poetry books. And Journey Through Breast Cancer,
Yeah.
is that a memoir? So that's the shift?
Yes. I just felt like just telling my story and just put my word out there just for everyone who went through everything I was going through, just kind of help them. So I just felt like writing this story just to put it out there and let them know they're not alone. Just it is different. I'm still writing
Right.
poetry. I still have another one coming out later on, but this one I just felt like I needed to put it out there for now. It's just for everyone.
Okay.
Raise
Yeah.
awareness. Yeah. So basically.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Okay. That makes sense. What made you like decide to do that? Especially like it took you like the two poetry books to kind of
Yeah.
decide to do that. And I know that that journey, my grandmother had multiple things, multiple health
Oh, okay.
issues. Yeah, but my grandmother did have breast cancer, and she ended up having a double mastectomy.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah, so considering that journey and everything, like what made you decide to go ahead and share that story? Because I'm assuming, thinking that it took it. I'm thinking it's kind of hard to
Yeah.
articulate that and kind of put that in writing. So what made you? What was the moment that made you kind of decide to do that?
Well, you read it online and you feel like I finally realized that I wasn't the only one who went through breast cancer, right? And it
Right.
took me 2 years because I had it in 2023. And putting the words down is not easy because even reading it
Hmm.
now still makes you like get emotional with everything I went through. So I
Right.
felt like, I'm not alone in this journey. And I felt like since I put it out there, everyone else can read it and maybe feel like what I felt and feel like they're not alone. Just to give them hope, you know, there's support out there, just to let them know that it's okay, to feel scared. It's okay to cry. It's okay because I felt all that, right? Just my memoir to let them know that there's always a light, even if it's just a small one. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. And it just took me a while to put it all together. Trust me, it wasn't easy. But everything in there just to give them hope. And at the end, I have a message, like a positive one. At the end, just kind of like to let them know, to give them hope and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping it gets out there and just helps everyone that's going through breast cancer, just to raise awareness and let them know to keep fighting.
Right, right, for sure. So as we can see, you do have the two poetry books out now, but but your current book that you're releasing, Journey Through Breast Cancer, is not on here just yet.
Not, yeah,
Um,
not yet.
okay, okay. Um, when is it? Do you know when it's going to be coming out?
I'm hoping probably in the next 2 weeks or so, it'll get published,
Oh, okay.
and it'll be um my public company is gonna have it on their website, and after that, it's gonna be available like on Amazon and Barnes and Nobles where people can actually.
Right, right.
And after it's
Okay,
ready,
awesome.
I will be sure. Yeah, I'll be sure to post the link so I can. If wants to get it, I will post it on Twitter and Instagram just to let them know.
Right. Will it be on your website too? Like available, or you're going to post it like a link to your website?
Um, I will have to discuss it with them, even though I have access to my website also. But we'll see if we can add this other book beside the other three. And they usually have just like my publishing company name, and you can go in there and just from there. People been getting it on
Oh,
Amazon and Barnes and Noble,
okay.
just like my first two. Yeah, so it'll be available on there.
Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. So when you have, oh, I see. So on the website, on your website, there's just the pictures of them, right? Okay. I'm
Yeah, it
seeing
just
that now.
basically I post the stuff in there.
Okay. So it's like what would be kind of called, referred to in digital marketing as a landing page, where you have the photos of them. Um, Maybe,
Yes.
is there any way that, are you allowed to post the links on your website? I'm sorry, I kind of like switched from like this to like marketing, like trying to
Oh,
like
it's
kind of like
okay.
trying to kind of help you
Uh,
get the most, so everyone, when people go on your website, they can click those links and then order the book.
Actually, I discussed it with them, and they said it's better to their website and get it.
Oh, through there. Okay. All right. Yeah, so you're not, the same
Yeah,
publishing company you work with for this book, you're working with like, have you had the same have you had the same publisher
yeah.
through all your books?
Oh, yeah.
You have? Okay, cool. Awesome. How long have you been writing?
Yeah, I've been ever since I was young. I just never decided to put them in writing until, okay, it was 2020 when my first one came out.
Oh, wow, 2020. Okay, that's really cool. Well, see, you have like, yeah,
About
you
end
have,
of, yeah.
no, I'm sorry, I didn't, you're going to say when in 20, you were going to say like when in 2020?
Mostly close to the end of 2020, 2021, and the other one came in 2022.
Okay, nice. Okay, so you basically started as an author, like legit, like I'm doing this in like 2020, 2021.
Yeah, that's when I first started with them.
Okay, that's really cool. Have you ever self-published before? Like, did you do self-publishing before and then decide, oh, I want to go through? I'm asking for myself too, because I have a poetry book out. And but I self-published that. We do have, hey, Marks with Mikes.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for stopping by. Um, but yeah, no, I'm kind of like asking for myself as well, and maybe other people who, other authors, aspiring or whatnot. Did you like when you started writing? Did you start off as like self-published, or you would write into with and work with a publishing company?
Self-published. I just looked them up and my research on them to make sure they're legit. And I've been with them since, like I said, 2020. So we've been working
Okay.
together. They're a great team. We get through phone calls, emails, just to let me know how everything is going, and company that helped me accomplish what I wanted to.
That's great. Okay. Um, so your journey through breast cancer. Oh God. Oh God. Did you hear that in the background? Please don't tell me you heard that in the background.
Yeah.
You did?
I
Fuck.
was wondering what
I
that
had
was.
no I Oh my God. I had
Okay.
no
It's
idea
okay.
this was gonna be happening. Mm. Okay, so hey, Devin, the tribal chief. I don't know what's going on outside, you guys. Moved into a new house, and I guess they're drilling into the walls today. I had no idea. So if you hear anything in the background, please, I'm sorry. Um, okay, so your journey through breast cancer. Um, were you an were you in oh my God. Were you an author? Did you write those, like, when were you diagnosed?
2023.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It was around the middle of October. It's been 2 years, yeah. So I I basically got really sick in October. I didn't know what it was until I had to go be rushed to the hospital. They did some tests, but they told me like they said we found something, but I had to go somewhere else and do other tests because they didn't have all the other electronic stuff to do at the hospital. So yeah, I had to do mammogram. I did blood work. I did everything you name it, and it just had to go see my doctor 1st of November, and that's when the news, and we had to go from there. Found out what stage I was at. I had to go and get surgery done, and that was December. So I had to wait a whole month, and it was years.
I bet. Wow. So you got really sick in October 2023. They did. Had you had a mammogram before? Had you had mammograms before that?
No, I should have kept it, but you know, I was just lucky because early, and I had to get the surgery done.
Okay, so you were diagnosed October 2023, and then had you had to wait a whole month to get the results, and then you went into surgery in December. Did
Actually,
they
the
get
surgery
so you had I'm sorry, you went to surgery in November or December?
December, December. Yeah,
Okay. And so I guess at such an early stage, because I know like with cancer, like breast cancer and other cancers, there's like different stages. So
yeah.
had you had you got to like a stage one? Like how, or was it like a pre, like, because they caught it early. So
Yeah, it
can
was
you explain that?
stage one. I was stage one. We caught it early, like you said, and I didn't spread. I was lucky.
Yeah, very. It's such a blessing. I'm so glad
Yeah,
that
I am blessed.
it was caught. Yeah, I'm glad it was caught early. I'm sorry that you had to endure being sick and then the wait. So then you're probably sick,
It's all good.
continuing to be sick.
Oh,
Yeah, that must be very. I can't imagine. Especially when you
it
get
was.
especially when you get like the cancer, like when you hear that diagnosis, like when you heard that, and I'm sure you probably go through it in the book Journey Through Cancer. Um, when like, what did you immediate, like, what was your reaction? Like,
Oh man. After the doctor told me, I actually sat there and I became numb. I didn't want to let it in for a long time. My mom was there with me at the doctor's office, and I turned to her and I see her crying, and I'm like, what's going on? Why? And the doctor kept talking and talking and like what I needed to do next and everything. By the time I got home and I went to my room and I just sat there by myself, and it started playing like a record in my head, like I have this, you have breast cancer, you have breast cancer. I'm like, it finally just not numb anymore. Just crying. And I'm like, why? Why me? I knew I had to get through it somehow, but for one night, I just wanted to cry, just wanted to why me? Had all these questions, you know? But yeah, it was not easy because, like I said, waiting a whole month, it's crazy because I was in pain, I was fatigued, I was have much of an appetite to eat anything much. So the wait was tough till I had to get to December.
yeah. Um, I mean, I'm assuming, I mean, I know what kind of, well, first I kind of want to jump to, I'll jump and then, excuse me, I'll jump here and then I'll kind of go back. But you had your, you had your, um, you were diagnosed with stage one breast cancer. You had to wait. Then in December of 2023, you had your surgery. Did they get everything?
Yes, I had a lumpectomy, and then um, they had to tear like my left one and underneath my armpit because they figured it might spread. It would have went under there, right? So they took everything out, and after that, I think I had to wait about few weeks till I had to go back and see the surgeon to let me know the results. So I sat there and waiting and waiting. He was late and I was just on my edge of like, I want to know the results. It was crazy. But then he walked in and he just looked at me and he said, nothing to worry about. You're fine. And I was just like, what do you mean fine? He's like, early, you're in remission. It didn't spread, nothing. So I was just kind of like a sigh of relief came over me just to hear those words. So yeah, it's just okay, but it was tough to go through. But I didn't do it alone. I had support of my family, my kids. So yeah, I am blessed. I feel lucky. I and hope, and I got through it eventually, but I still have to get through the year, just to make sure it doesn't come back. And there's a lot I used to eat before that I can't eat now because it's not good for me and it just doesn't feel the same like I used to. So everything changed. But I can just say I'm a survivor. Gone through it, and that's my reason that I finally felt like writing this book just to put it out there and help others who went through the same thing I'm.
Yeah, that's yeah. Well, I just kind of all while you were explaining, like first, like even just my short time of knowing you, Lena, um, and seeing how you're always so supportive of myself and the other Culture Clash Network shows. Like I first just wanted to like break out in a praise dance when you were saying that, they got everything. Um, you know, um, because yeah, I'm just like, I just had to ask that question just because I'm like, okay, like, I just have to know, like, yay. So now it's like, okay, that's a blessing,
Yeah,
praise the universe, Lord, whatever you want to call it, praise the higher powers that be. Um,
yeah,
and also, I mean, as far as you having the support, I'm so glad that you also had that support. Um, like I said, I know, like with my grandmother, um, who I honestly, you know, and another thing I'm going to kind of get into is also health, because I started off talking about just kind of making things simpler for myself to like mitigate stress. Um, but like with my grandmother, like she had a lot of issues. I think um, she had breast cancer, but I think it started with or like I think it started somewhere like in her like not her breast,
okay,
but then it kind of moved up. Yeah, I think that's what
okay.
happened. Or a lung or something. Like, cause she was a cigarette smoker, like her whole life.
Oh,
So,
okay. Yeah.
yeah, and even with that, I mean, she lived to be, I think she was like 88 or something. Like she was in her, like she was almost 90. So she
Oh,
was, I mean,
okay.
yeah. So I mean, take out the cigarette smoking, she could have been lived into her
Yeah.
90s. um, but yeah, and just like dealing with her and having to just kind of be. I remember one of my aunts um, telling me that she noted how, getting my grandmother in and out of the car, how I was so like gentle with her and just so patient. And it's you, I don't know, I just kind of fell into that. I mean, I'm naturally a nurturing person anyway. But especially like within those moments, like I said, when I think anyone nowadays, when you hear that C cancer, when you, and not in astrological terms, not in
Yeah.
like I'm a cancer, I'm talking like, that it's
Yeah.
you just immediately just like, oh my God, you know, you just, your heart just immediately kind of just goes out to whoever. It could be your
Hmm.
worst enemy. And
Exactly.
you're like, oh my God.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So um, I'm glad that you're turning your story into power and knowledge, and then bestowing that upon others through your book, Journey Through
Yep.
Cancer, through breast cancer. So, I
Yeah.
mean, what are some of the, and another thing too, I kind of wanted to, like I said, touch on health, because I don't know about you, I have the Yucca app. So the Yucca app is an application on your phone. For those of you who don't know, I don't know if you know, Lena, about it. It's an application on your phone where you download it, and I think it's like,
Okay.
is it French? I think like it's an EU related app. So like they're out there in Europe or whatever, and they use like kind of like, because I guess like out there in Europe, they have very high standards for the food that they give people, that they give to their people, unlike here. Uh, so they have very high standards. So I use the app to basically scan. You use the app, you scan, and it'll tell you like if it'll
Oh,
rate it, and then
okay.
it'll tell you the different ingredients and what's in and the ingredients that are in there that can be that kind of have that can contribute to growth of cancerous,
Oh,
things in our bodies.
okay. Oh,
And
okay.
I
Neat.
yeah, have you heard of that
Okay.
app?
That's the first time I heard it from you. No.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to send you a referral. Seeing as you are like you
Okay.
mentioned that you're yeah, I'll
Mhm.
definitely send it to you because it's very helpful. It opened my eyes to a bunch of stuff. I mean, it's no secret that here in the United States, people who have like traveled from like either like expats, so they come from a different country and then they like live here. They're like, I don't understand. I eat the same stuff that I do back home, but I gain weight. Like, it affects them. So it's just like, it's no secret that our food here, for the most part, can be poisonous, unfortunately. Um, it- the chuckle is like, oh my gosh, like a nervous laugh kind of. So that application really opened my eyes. So what are some of the things that your doctor has told you specifically? Like, do you have a long kind of laundry list of things you cannot eat?
Just stuff that is not healthy. Like told me fried or greasy food is just not good at all. So I stay away from that. I managed to eat a lot of stuff, like green stuff mostly that, like I told you, has iron is low too. So I still have to, you know, stay healthy. um, yeah, I had to give up a lot of stuff that I actually eat. I mostly don't mind like the meat, but I mostly like to eat like I'm mostly into chicken and seafood more than anything, and I find it more healthy. I do eat a lot of salad. I make different kinds, so crab meat, shrimp, you name it. Just all that basic stuff that is good for you, and I try to stay away from all the bad stuff. I was also never like a big drinker, but I I gave that I don't drink at all. So I'm staying healthy.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So, yeah, like I'll definitely have to show you that application because like I said, it definitely opened up my eyes to all of the different foods and what to stay away from. Um,
Yeah.
so and even just like little things, and even it also depends on just kind of how your body reacts to things. Um, it just really depends on that too. Um,
Mhm.
so I know that you and I, as we're talking about your book, Journey Through Breast Cancer, well, yeah, since I have it on the screen, going to dive a little bit, don't want to give away too much of the book. because it'll be dropping soon, and everyone can will be able to read it and pick it up. Um, but I mean, I know that there's like different stages of breast cancer. Do you think that? I mean, can I hope this is not like a silly or like offensive question, but like, can anyone in any stage kind of relate or like be able to? Because I know you went through, you were stage one, it was caught early. Could someone say who's struggling a little bit more and is further along? Would they, do you think that they'll be able to like relate to your book?
I'm hoping so because you know it talks about like the struggles and getting through it, and I'm hoping that it gives them hope no matter what stage you are at. A lot of encouraging words inside it that will sure, you know, hopefully it helps them, and that's my motive for writing it. It doesn't matter what stage you are. It's just kind of basically saying, don't give up, you know, keep fighting because we are tougher than cancer. And that's why I wanna get it out there. And I'm hoping that, you know, in a way, like it just reaches out and gives a little bit of hope to those who's still struggling and going through it, no matter what stage you are. Just to let them know that there is support out there and they're not alone. So yeah, that's my motive. I want it out there. I want it to everyone to see it and reaches out to everyone who just please don't give up. I know it's tough because I had my days like where it was part of me just wanted to just like, you know, screw it. I don't want to go through this pain, you know. I'm not gonna it easy. And you can just sometimes feel like your body betrayed you. You're like, why? Why me? You know, like it's not fair. I said that. Like I felt like my world just kinda crashed down when I heard those words. But like I said, you're not alone. And I'm hoping somehow, you know, my words in that book that reaches out and maybe somebody will feel a little bit of hope and to keep going and not give up.
Yeah, I know you mentioned earlier, as far as support, you had a lot of support from like family,
Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
faith. So I guess support from anywhere. Did you find, I
Yeah.
know you would, yeah, I know you and I met through Culture Clash Network shows, and what brought us together, the commonality through there was wrestling.
Yeah.
Did wrestling in any way kind of also kind of play a part? Did you, or were you too sick to kind of like partake? Did you kind of have to put that on the back burner?
I actually kept watching because it was just kind of something that helped me get through the pain. And there's one thing that actually motivated me to keep going is our tribal chief because he went through it twice. And I remember his words when he kept saying, I can, I will, you know. And that's why I kind of look up to him. He's my hero. And I just kind of helped me going because I know he conquered it and he was worse than me and he made it through. So his words kept resonating with me. And I kept watching and I kept watching him through even when I was sick, you know. I still kept up with wrestling and everything. And yeah, I mean, he did help me in a big way. That's why he's like my hero. Like I said, you know, he went through it and I knew I could do it too. So yeah, I never gave up. It was just my way of easing the pain, not think about it, you know? It was an escape. So I'm glad for that.
Absolutely. Yeah. And Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, he sure did. He went through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, got to put the ones up.
Yep, put the ones up.
Yeah, yeah. So Yeah, I totally understand that. I know when I was going through hardship, struggles in Houston, set with being homeless, things of that nature, like, or even just kind of being down, like same thing. I didn't,
Yeah.
I really wasn't, I mean, because I was homeless for a bit and preoccupied with that, um, with trying to not be homeless, I didn't get to watch. But wherever I could kind of go online, um, I followed my favorite Rhea Ripley, or just kind of watched clips,
Yeah.
you know. Um, but yeah, and you actually went through that in 2023. So that was kind of the height of the bloodline storyline, right?
Yep. That's why it helped me a lot. I was just like ease the pain every SmackDown, watch it, and it just kind of helped me relieve just knowing my favorite superstar is out there after everything he gone through with his leukemia, and he's out there wrestling. So I felt like, you know what, I can do it too, and he gave me the motivation to just keep going and just to get through every obstacle that I have gone through, even though the journey, like I said, was tough. But yeah, I had my hero to look up to.
That's amazing. That's awesome. So I know one question I kind of did want to ask. I guess you've basically answered it. I wanted to ask you if, let me see, where did I wanted to, okay, I already, yep, got the answer. Considering your journey with breast cancer, which WWE reflects how you feel about your experience? So I'm assuming that would be Roman Reigns.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that very self-explanatory. I totally understand that. Yeah. I mean, let me see. What else? What other storylines? I mean, I think I started, I think for me with WWE, it was 2021, but I wasn't watching it as consistently. It was just something that when I was with my then girlfriend, now my now ex-girlfriend, that she would have on. It was either sports or wrestling. So I kind of like passively just kind of watched it then. I kind of started getting more into it when I saw Rhea. I was like, oh, who's that? And I started noting what show she was on. So I was like, okay, she's on Monday. So okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna pay attention,
Mhm.
see if I see her on
Exactly.
Mondays.
Yeah.
Yeah. Outside of so I guess outside of like the bloodline storyline and Roman Reigns, are there any other storylines that kind of kept you going, or any other superstars that kind of like inspired you or helped you kind of get through that time?
Well, you know what? There's all these superstars that all basically because I see the work that they do with the young kids who actually have cancer. They visit them at the hospitals and they get them through it just by taking pictures with them. And that kind of inspired me. I watch them and I hear their stories, and maybe that's one of the reasons I also kept going because I knew, like, even up to now, I didn't have it as worse as what others are going through right now. Like there's a lot of young kids out there who are suffering, but all these superstars gave me hope. Not just Roman Reigns. I mean, I know he went through it, but just what they do to others and everything, I knew just I had to keep going. And they give me inspiration and everything. And basically, that's why every October, I kind of raise awareness and talk about it because I just hoping, the words can help others what I went through. But yeah, WWE is really great for, cancer, raising awareness. So that's why I'm into it a lot. And you know, great inspiration, all of them to me, that kept me going through the toughest time of my life.
Right. Um, yeah, yeah, I'm just so like, I don't know, I'm kind of like, just like what Russell Faith just said, yet she got me over here in my feelings.
Yeah.
Much love to Lena. I'm kind of the same. I'm just kind of like, I guess, in awe, just kind of like, no, seriously. Because cancer it could, I mean, thankfully you caught it early. Um, and now you're you're ahead of it, you're keeping up with it, everything, you know what I'm saying? You're keeping healthy.
Yeah.
Um, you're now getting your mammograms, I'm assuming, like,
Yeah.
um, yeah, because I know and that in itself, sometimes I think, um, just going to get a mammogram can be intimidating because you're like, well, what if I do? I don't know.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's weird because it's like, on one hand, it's like, you would think that people would want to know, but then you're
It's
still
good.
scared to like know.
Yeah. Yeah. Every time I have to go get tested, I have to do it. I don't like it. But like I said, that's my second year right now that I've gone and sound mammogram and everything. And I should say thank God that I'm still cancer free for 2 years. So
Absolutely, definitely something to
yeah.
celebrate. Do you actually do something every year to celebrate?
Uh, well, just basically thankful to I have my health, but I also raise awareness because I wanted everyone out there to know that they're not alone. I always put my words out there online because I know there's a lot of people like who having it worse than me and still fighting for it. Not everyone is as lucky as me. I know there's a lot of people who actually died from cancer. And so I guess in a way I feel like I got a second chance. And why I'm always talking about it, always raising awareness. And I'm always, you see me online, just sharing positive quotes, positive, like just keeping positive. I want everyone to know, like no matter what you're going through, don't give up because giving up is just. So I'm always reaching out and tweeting online just to let everybody know just whatever they're about mental, about different kind, not just cancer. Like every month we have a different awareness. So I thought, share it online. And I like to do that because people like to hear that because sometimes your word help and you could be the only one to reach out to them, and they want to hear it. So it kind of helps and I love doing that.
Definitely. And it also just cuts through the noise. There's so much, especially on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. There's so much like crap on people's timelines, and then the
Exactly.
algorithm keeps
Oh
changing.
man.
So then yeah. So it's just so yeah, it is good to see like positive words, just something that is meaningful, that has substance, that is inspirational, that's
Yeah.
motivational. Right, exactly. Shout out to Devin, the tribal chief. Hello. Um, we're subscribed to each other now. Hi. Nice to see you here for the first time. um, wow, amazing author. Yes, with the one up. Yes. And then, oh, I clicked the wrong button here. And then, Russell Faith says, it's so amazing how the testimony of others can motivate others to keep pressing on. Roman's story, especially for those of us who had cancer and still work hard to keep it in remission. Okay, you said us. So Russell Faith, you have too? Oh my goodness. I'm like about to like bust out in tears right now. Like, what is going like, oh, I didn't know. And then I'm dealing with that fear of not wanting to know. Shame on me though, because my fear could cost me more than needed. Thank you for sharing this, Lena. I am pressing towards getting my checkup done. Yeah, very true. I
Yes,
am also because I wanted, oh, that was another question I kind of wanted to ask you too, because now my grandmother, there's different ailments run in my family. One of them now is breast cancer. Another one is like diabetes, high blood pressure, things of that nature, which is another reason why I am so big
oh,
on, I mean, not only does it just help me mentally, like as I guess, I don't know, my human design, like it's just, movement and getting out in nature and fresh air really just are peaceful, put me at ease. But it's also just like, being healthy to keep your sanity and to have energy to be able to do all the things that I do, but also too because I know
exactly.
that I have these. I know that I have these
Yeah.
health issues that run in my family. So I'm coming up on 40. I will be 40 in July of next year. And I am not looking forward to getting a mammogram, not also just also just because what is done with a mammogram. How like the squishing, and I just don't want it to hurt, and it's
Yeah.
just very like nerve
Well,
wracking. Like how do you just get
yeah.
through that, like
It's kind of tough. I'm not saying the procedure is not easy, but you know what? It's better to know than to leave it not knowing and you end up like very sick and it ends up spread or something. You know, I doing it, but I do it every year because, well, health matters. You gotta do it. There's a lot of life we don't like to, we have to do it because your health is number one. So, like I
definitely.
always know for every woman, like if you have like family me- family members that have, cancer and everything, just because only every member in my family does it, just to, making sure it doesn't spread down them. Um, I'm not saying it's easy, but the fear of the unknown, you know, you have to go out there and you have to just get tested. I don't like it. I never did because after I'm done, I'm like, ouch, man, I don't like it. Yes, it's squishy, it hurts. But, you know, like I said, your health comes first. So for everyone out there, just go get checked. It's better that way.
Okay, I was waiting for the knocking to be done. I have a feeling they're not done, but I was kind of waiting for that gap. um, yeah, I mean, and also too with you, you didn't go when you first discovered that you had breast cancer in 2023. Up until then, you hadn't went to go get your mammograms, right?
I do it every year in October. They want me to do it yearly.
Oh, No, I know, but like when you got
So I have to go to get tested.
no, no, yeah, no, what I was saying, what I was asking, I'm sorry if it wasn't, I didn't articulate that right.
Oh,
But
it's okay.
no, before like, but before like when you found out in October 2023, did you say that you hadn't got mammograms up until that point until you were
Yeah,
diagnosed and had surgery and now you go over a year? Right. Okay.
yeah,
So
it's
yeah, you
crazy.
don't, it's,
I should have kept
yeah,
tested, but
but it's a lesson.
now
It is
I get
your,
it. Yeah,
yeah, it's, and now you're sharing that with
yeah,
everybody. And I'm sure, I'm sure in your book, you're probably harping home on get your mammograms.
yeah.
um, you know, yeah.
Yes,
So
exactly. You gotta do it. Well, it's important. I mean,
absolutely. Yeah, it's definitely, I am definitely seeing, yes, it is very important that you go. So does breast cancer run in your family?
yes, actually, my grandma had it. My dad's mom, and she passed away. Well, I can't remember when, but like baby. And back then, like they didn't have the technology and everything that we have now. But yeah, she had it, and I had about three uncles and a cousin who also passed away from cancer. So it's really big in our family. It's crazy.
Oh, wow. So I can understand, I mean, even though you need to go, you had extra, like, you probably had like extra fear before, like, your man, like, oh, it runs in the family, like, oh my God, like, yeah. So, but everyone, learn from Lena to, get your ladies, get your mammograms, gentlemen, get your prostates checked. You know, I don't know much about that, but I know
Yeah.
they're both uncomfortable.
Yep,
I've
they are.
heard
Yeah.
that both of what men and women have to like go through cancer screenings. It is uncomfortable, and yeah, just go get tested when you need to. Um, a couple of comments here, and then I'm going to kind of wrap up because I know we said an hour. I want to be mindful of your time, um, especially considering I was late. So let's see. So Russell Faith in the comments, I had invasive, I cannot pronounce that, colon cancer and had surgery to remove it, but transparent confession, have not done my annual check because I have been afraid. Lena has motivated me to do so and continue. If you don't, do I have to do you? Do I have to do you like
Yeah,
you did JT that day at Raw?
exactly.
Wait, he was right. Like put the screen on me and be like, "You better go and get it." I'll have to grab a chancla.
Yes, do it. Yes, exactly.
Go, go. Make your appointment
Exactly.
now, or else this is the Jesus 12. Okay, this is worse than the chancla.
Oh God.
This is worse than that chancla.
Oh boy. Yeah.
And then 40 wear at least early 20s. Oh, thank you. Korean skincare. Um, but no, yeah, no, I was born in 86. So I will be 40 in July, next July, 2026.
No.
Um, yeah, I think things are scheduled. Okay, good. Things are scheduled. Good, good. I hope that you have someone go with you. You have some support in that. Um, not the Jesus 12. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the Jesus
Well,
12. Yeah.
she.
Good. So things are scheduled.
Yep.
Good. Um,
Yes.
yeah. So just kind of wrapping things up, we do have a screenshot of Journey Through Breast Cancer on the screen here. Um, so when did you actually start writing this book?
Mm, I've had it for a while. Like when I started getting sick, then I put it on hold because I was not feeling good. So every time I just put something down and then rested. So I kind of had it for a while, but now I just kind of felt like I didn't know if I wanted to put it out. I didn't know if anybody like wanted to know my story. But now I felt like the time's like I'm not alone. Like why am I not sharing this? Like I've had it for a while, but I just kind of finally put it out there. I felt like it's the time because maybe October kind of reminded me of it is Cancer Awareness Month. And I just kind of finally set my post, you know what? We're going to put the other one on hold for now because this is more important and I want to share it. So it felt like it's time. But yeah, I've been
Uh,
working on it for a while.
okay. And I imagine too, it took a while because I imagine with the kind of reliving experiences, it was kind of
Yeah.
difficult, like reliving those feelings,
Moments. Yeah.
which again, thank you for being on here and sharing, um,
Yeah. Thank
and kind of going down that. I didn't want to go, well, I also, I mean, I didn't want to go too deep, but I also too, like, I also just don't know. Like,
Yeah.
I'm learning, so I didn't know to go too deep. But yeah, so but in any event, just thank you for being on the show live, and sharing your story. And the book is coming out. You said it'll probably be in about 2 weeks.
Should be about that. Yeah.
About two
And once
weeks.
it, yeah. And once it's ready, I will post the link
Okay.
for anyone
Um,
who wants to get it. So yeah. No.
okay. And this is is this the photo that we're seeing of the cover and the
Yes.
back? Is that going to be finalized or it might change?
No, it's not gonna change. That's
That's
finalized.
it?
Yes,
Okay.
that's what it looks like. Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. And I realized that you said 2 weeks. That'll be, if it was like 2 weeks from today, let's say, that would be, let me go back to my calendar. That would be in December. That would be December 9th.
Yeah,
So I
about
know,
that. Hopefully.
yeah, yeah. When's your surgery anniversary, if you don't mind me asking?
Um, I think it was the beginning of December, so that kind of good timing to come
It
out. You know.
it lines up, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I had it the
Wow.
beginning of December, so yeah, Christmas that year was not very merry for
Oh, I
me. It
bet.
was
I
rough.
bet. But I bet now they are.
The
Because, especially when you get
yeah,
that clean bill of health and you think about
oh yeah,
everything that you went through. And this year will be very merry because your book will be out. People can gift it.
yeah,
It can be a perfect
yep.
like Christmas gift
Hmm.
for someone. Yeah,
To get it, and that's the goal.
absolutely.
I just want to put it
Yeah,
out there. So yeah,
yeah. Um, Russell Faith, as I said when I came on, you two are beautiful, strong women. I admire you both. Lina, I will forever thank you for sharing your journey. God bless you. Beautiful, well said, Russell
thanks,
Faith.
Faith.
Yeah. And then also, let me put your socials up here. And then also, everyone make sure that you are following Lina on all social media platforms. On X and IG. So on X, it's Dowlina 1043. IG, Lina Dow Poetry, and Lina underscore Dow underscore 88. And also, please make sure that you check out her website as she has other books. She has two poetry books, Poetry of Love and Waves of Love. So, kind of check those out too, you know. Um, do you have a link? I think in the chat I put your I just pinned it. Do you have links to those books as well that you want to share,
Um, they're actually
or
on Amazon. They're on Amazon and Barnes and Noble.
Amazon?
You
But
can just
okay,
go in
well, I
there.
can.
In the search bar, you can just type my name and you'll find them there.
Okay, I will do
Yeah.
that, and then I'll put them, like, add them later on. I believe, like I said, I'm live on right now. We're live on
Mhm.
X and YouTube, so I can go
Oh,
back
okay.
and add those later. Yeah, I'll go back and add those later. Um, but is there anything else that you would like to share? Any other project? I know you said that this book is coming out, and then you have another book on the back burner.
Yeah, I put it on hold. They were supposed to come soon, you
Mm-hmm.
but like I said, my memoir, like it's coming. I needed to come out to share my story. But there's another book. It's still with my publisher, right? So it will come later on, maybe next year or something. We're just gonna get through this memoir first. But I sent her my poetry stuff like a long time ago, and we have it together. But like I said, I'm getting through this to share my journey first, and then the other one will come after. So, working projects, just keep on writing. It doesn't end.
Right.
But yeah, we have another
Absolutely.
one coming next year, hopefully, or whenever. I don't know. But we're going to see how this memoir goes first, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. And will that be another poetry book?
Yes. Yeah. The
Okay.
third one will be another. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you to Russell Faith. Thank you to Devin the Tribal Chief. Thank you to Marks with Mics, who slid through and said hi. Um, Great interview. Thanks for sharing your story, author. You have the heart of a true warrior.
Thanks, Devin.
Those are some great words to leave on. So, everyone,
Yeah.
make sure that you are following Lina on socials on X as well as IG. They're in the ticker right here, scrolling down at the bottom. And then you want to follow her because you'll want to know when Journey Through Breast Cancer comes out. She will be dropping the link on her social media platforms or her social media profiles. So just be sure to follow her on social media so you don't miss out when the drop happens. So, yeah, this has been Tasty Talks Live. And thank you again, Lina, so much for coming on and sharing your story and being so brave to do so. I know that your story will I know your story will definitely help lots of people. I mean, just through this short time, it's helped me. It's helped people in the chat. So thank you so much for doing that. And then for more content or interviews or things of that nature from me, you can also follow me on social media. Evelynn Mimi Jae on X. Everywhere is Evelynn Mimi Jae, except for TikTok, it's Hey Mimi Jae. And then also be sure to follow Culture Clash Network and our partners as well. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, Lina, for having me. Thank you, or for having me. Thank you, Lina, for having me on my show.
I should thanking you.
I know. I just
Okay.
had to go and I just had to go and fuck that
Yep.
up, huh? All right. It wouldn't be on brand if I didn't do something like like that. So, all right. Well, thank you everyone for listening. And have a great day.